So this is the fifth track on NF's album, Therapy Session. This one is Breathe.
In a small place, had to drive an hour just to see a movie. I'm a simple person, city life just doesn't move me. I'd rather be home with my grandparents and playing euchre. Didn't want to leave, but this dream's calling, I had to do it. I left my girl there, wish I would have done it different. Cause she was right when she told me that I don't never listen. I told her I would change a million times and never did it. Apologies don't mean a thing if you don't never fix it. I love what
I like that. Apologies don't mean a thing if you never fix them. The best way to say sorry is with changed behavior.
Apologies don't mean a thing if you don't never fix it. I love what I do, but it's not what I expected. This industry is not your friend. Well, that's my perspective. Sometimes the closest people to you make you feel protected, but those are the same people that hurt you most and leave you guessing. Some people say nobody's perfect, but expect perfection. How you supposed to find the answer if you don't ask the question? Sometimes I look into the mirror and talk to my reflection. When I go home and turn the music off, what am I left with?
And I like what he said about, like, how are you supposed to know the answer if you never ask the question? I think a lot of us either assume the answer or we're, like, afraid to ask to get the answer.
It makes me think about this this saying. It's like a mini story. So it's a story about a man who is really broke, and what he does every day is he prays to God that he wins the lottery. Have you ever heard the story? So he prays to God that he wins the lottery, and he does it every day. And then I don't know if it's until he dies, but one day God talks to him and says, buy a lottery ticket. So it makes me think about it because we all want the answer, but we don't ask the right question.
Yeah.
And to that story, he's praying to God to win the lottery, but he's not doing his part to buy a lottery ticket.
Right.
So that he can win the lottery.
And even the picture here where, like, so I believe, like, in every person there's, like, two versions of us, right? And I think this is a perfect representation of, like, what NF is trying to say, or, like, just what he's about in general with a lot of his songs, where it's like he has his logical version, I want to say, or rational version. That's the one sitting here crossing his legs, looks like he's actually analyzing and thinking. And then you got the one that, like, just doesn't give a fuck, probably the one that you mainly hear in his fucking lyrics, the one that's kind of just sitting down, hat on, hoodie on, like the rebellious version of Nate. So, like, the fact that, and then, like, even in his lyrics when he talks about, like, looking in the mirror. So I think a lot of people can relate to, like, kind of like that internal battle. Because I think in every song that I've heard with NF, it's very internal. Like 9 times out of 10, it's a very internal song. It's a battle within himself.
We used to be close, but as time passed, We became disconnected. You never felt loved, and I always felt disrespected. Your family thought I was a joke. I was always defensive. They just wanted what was best for you. I just couldn't accept it. And hurting you was not a part of my plan or my intentions. But I was immature. I guess I had to learn some lessons. We grew apart and our lives went in different directions. And there's a lot of responsibilities that I neglected. I had a lot that was bottled inside, couldn't express it. And this pain won't leave. I can feel the depression. It's taking over my body. Feels like I'm always stressing. Doctor told me I should sleep, but I'm always restless. I lay awake at night and think my thoughts are relentless. I need a moment to breathe. I need a moment to vent this. I seem to be the only person that I play pretend with. And when I turn the music off, what am I really left with, huh?
Seeing like even that last line, when I turn the music off, what am I really left with? It just goes to show like how much music is to him.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be the bridge between his mind and his heart.
Yeah.
I turn the music off, what am I really left with, huh?